My start. Okay, let's restart it.
Okay.
What is that?
You can edit this bit out, guys.
We'll go next.
Okay, we're gonna edit this.
Cut your shirt, it will.
Hi, welcome. Okay. Here we go. Hi, welcome to our treatment presentation. We've chosen Paradise from Coldplay.
Okay, so our first artist choice is Coldplay. We chose Paradise because it could inspire cool visuals. It's quite a catchy song. I think everyone knows Coldplay. Everyone knows Coldplay. There's many different routes we can go down. A lot you can do with the song length of 4 minutes and 28 seconds, and lyrics to the song are meaningful, so lots of ideas can come.
So the concept of the video is to have a girl who is very miserable and sad because she's going through a depressing stage in her life, because we want to represent both sides of Paradise, so the down, dark parts of Paradise. So we're going to be using black and white versions to represent the dark, emotional side of her. So we'll so we'll have a dream sequence when the main chorus of the song comes in, and that will then bring in the bright colours of the video, the only way to truly escape the world that he or she is living in is to create another world where everyone can see the colourful images. So this will be represented using bright colours to represent her type of paradise. There are loads of different types of paradises that we can see, but this one is mainly like fields and bright colours.
So we've taken influences from other videos, from 3 different music videos. For starters, we got the idea to have the black and white visuals from Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses to also create that kind of like dark atmosphere and dark environment. We've taken ideas from Darude Sandstorm, because basically we want to include a lot of shots of the characters, or the character running through the field and running through her paradise. So we kind of took that inspiration from that. And then we also took inspiration from Life is a Highway, because in that music video there's a lot of like extreme long shots that show the visuals of the guy playing the guitar in the field, and yeah.
Target audience. So I went around doing some primary research on the internet, also sending out some forms. Mostly found out that within the 18 to 24 range is sort of where we're going to be at. You can see in the lovely pie chart up here. More teenagers enjoy these sort of songs because I think they are more relatable, especially in a paradise, because obviously everyone has their best parts of their life juxtaposed in some of the worst times of their life. And I think when growing up, you have most of those scenes in your life. Fairly young pop and soft rock listeners, based on research, yep.
We also figured out that 60% of Coldplay's followers are also female, so we also want to target a mainly female audience. So yeah. So we aim to also represent our artist, this is in our music video, as kind of being a background character with a few shots on him or her throughout it. So example, if we use this image here, it'd be like a background character there. And we will also cut to the artist a few times, also singing the lyrics. And then we aim to brand the artist by using lots of social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok and Twitter as a solo artist with all the focus on him. So basically, an example to show this is Billie Eilish's Instagram page. So you can see all of the images of her or of her album. So we're promoting the individual, which is what we do for our music video. And this also comes in contrast directly with our album cover, as we also want to represent the individual with the narrative. So you've got Flower Boy by Tyler the Creator, and as you can see he's in the album cover surrounded by the themes of the album, same with Frank Ocean's Blonde. So that's kind of how we aim to represent them. And, okay. And this is an example of how we aim to promote our individual through like Instagram. And disclaimer, this isn't real, it's not a real Coldplay post. Yeah.
So for the location, we'll be planning on using Ship Lake as our main place. We'll be using the new rugby fields as well because they've got a huge wide field that we can use, and it's basically like representing her like paradise as a endless world that she can always use. And we're also going to be using drone shots to create a huge open space, and this will widen the horizon for anything that we want to put in if we're using say like cartoons to create her childlike paradise to escape the world that she's living in. Other promotional ideas, so we'll also be using YouTube as well because it's a younger based audience that we're pushing towards, because the story is also, it can be used at any age. We'll be creating a website for our brand as well to promote songs, because for the older audience that maybe not use Instagram or YouTube, so they might use Safari and then look it up, so they can use this as an easier source of research. Thank you.
Okay. Any questions?
Go on now.
Do you plan to use any other social media apart from Instagram, or is that your sort of main target base?
We can also use Facebook for the older audiences, for like the 38 and plus, because Instagram isn't going to be their first choice. Also Twitter, or X as you call it, but yeah.
And you mentioned having the artist kind of in the video more in the background. How do you see that impacting kind of their representation and their, what's the focus of the artist if they are not front and centre image wise?
Well, I think because the story is about a paradise, the artist wants to tell the story from the girl's perspective and not their own. So they're telling a story from someone else's view. So then, as they're in the background, they're still going to be in her head, but they're going to be telling her story and not theirs.
Any other questions?